Hey guys, how are we? Bit of a different starting point than our normal vlogs, but today's a bit of a different one. Kind of decided on the title right away when I decided I was going to do this vlog today. Do what you love and good things will follow. Sounds a bit cheesy, I guess, but well, let me tell you what I'm doing first, I guess, and then that will make sense. So I'm basically just heading down to a bit of a location because there is going to be an upcoming video. Hopefully everything pans out, there will be an upcoming video very soon, and it's very exciting. I know I always do this to give you small details and then I, give you all this build up, but no, it's definitely worth the build up. So I'm heading down to the specific spot. I have been there before. A friend of mine has taken photos down there before. That's how I know about it. Thank you, Mark. And I'm heading down there because I've had an opportunity, obviously, out of doing what I love. Obviously, one of them is YouTube, and the other half is cars. And this purely came out of nowhere. A friend of a friend, who is now a friend, has asked me to set something up so we can have a bunch of people rock up with certain cars. These are some amazing cars, and look, I'm not going to let loose on anything as far as details yet because we are still totally in the process of just setting the date, and it's all going to be dependent on weather as well. This gets me to the point, obviously doing what you love and good things will follow. Out of pure coincidence, out of doing YouTube and obviously doing one of my recent videos, and you know, this person's like contacted me and said, look, you know, would you be interested in doing something else, meeting up and filming a few of my friends? And of course you agree. Why would you ever say no? I almost feel like I should be thanking him, and I will be thanking him for the opportunity. So that brings me to obviously heading down to a certain spot now to have a look. So I'm going to take the drone out, do some I guess you could call it test footage of the drone and some other stuff, and just go down there because it is an awesome day. But it just proves that if you have a hobby or you enjoy doing something, stick with it. Don't ever be deterred by people telling you that, you know, it's never going to be anything, or you know, what you're doing is silly, or someone doesn't agree with it, because as long as it's important to you and you're happy and you're enjoying doing it, do it. That's all I can say to you, is do it, because you just don't know, you know, that's the thing in life. You just don't know who's going to contact you about what you do, or you know, it can open up all sorts of doors, and that hobby could translate into a job, or you know, more of a full-time thing that can get you out of the things you don't enjoy as much. And look, everybody needs something to keep sane. So I totally am 100% behind doing what you love to do. And I know for some people it's a definite struggle making the time and everything too, and you know what, I can relate to that. I don't have children, obviously they're a big part of people's lives, but in saying that, I have no free time, so I make free time when I can, and that's all I can say to people, is make time for the things that you love as well. It's very important because everybody needs something. But without going too much more in it, I'm heading down there now to check if this location is going to be suitable. I have heard that they're doing a little bit of work down there at the moment, so that's why I'm basically confirming what's going on down there now and seeing the layout, because there is going to be a few different cars at the same time coming, so it's going to be quite substantial, and we need the room, and it has to be somewhere for the drone to fly safely without obviously incurring any laws. So that's what we're aiming for here, out of the way of people, out of the way of public, and enough room and time to muck around and take the shots that we want to take. We've also got a good friend coming down as well, Troy, photographer. I'll chuck a link in the description below. He does some awesome work. I initially had two people I wanted to come down. One was busy, but Troy managed to make the time, so quite pleased with that. Check him out. But he's coming down on the day too, because I feel like my YouTubing and my videoing can't do these cars justice. So we're going to get a bit of professional help, let's call it. But let's head down there and let's test out the area. Okay, that was pretty productive. It hasn't changed like I thought it wouldn't have, but there's nothing better than doing a little bit of homework before we decide on doing everything we need to do. Kind of worried they were doing some construction down there, but they're not. They've got some stuff going on further up the road, which isn't going to obviously impede what we're doing. It's going to be absolutely amazing what's going to happen to come. And near future, you're not going to have to wait long for this, so don't stress. This one should be up maybe a couple days or a day before, or whatever happens, this video will be up first. We're doing a bit of a test shoot tonight with my friend Troy as well. He does some awesome photos, like I just said to you guys. We are going to be heading back down there where I just came from, do a bit of a night shoot. That's what he does best. He has his own style and it looks really, really good in low light. So we're actually going to do a bit of a test shoot down there, even though what we're doing is going to be in the day. Regardless, we'll get some very, very nice shots of the Ferrari. So I'll add that to this as well to make it worthwhile. Yeah, it is huge though. It's a massive cockroach.
You've not been to Vietnam. They're the size of turtles in Vietnam.
What do you mean? The size of turtles.
Yeah. That would scare you.
So my friend Troy's got a bit of a technique going with this photography stuff. It's amazing once you actually see the photos. Saw some of the shots on the back of the camera. It looks fantastic. It really does. It's kind of like Troy was explaining to me. It's a bit like light painting. So you basically bigger frame rates, and they basically just shows up whatever you light up. So obviously, right now we're doing the car, and it looks really good, really good. I'm guessing it takes a lot of patience. I'm watching Troy going backwards and forwards. So cool. Wow, my camera just doesn't do it justice, Troy. I know. So we just moved to a new spot right next to the water. It looks really, really good. So I think we'll get some nice photos here. I'll show you. Can't really do you much justice because low light's not the best, but Troy's taking the shots from over there. We got it right on the edge. Looks really cool. guys would not believe how much work goes into these photos. So much. I feel Troy's pain editing my videos. Well, that was another massive weeknight, very late. Ended up finishing that shoot probably about 9:30. So it did take a little bit of time. That's just because of obviously what Troy does with those photos does take a lot of process. It's not just point, shoot, click, and away you go. He basically takes a series of shots, basically, and he can piece those all together to make one single shot. So, geez, I thought editing a video was hard and a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of hours, but piecing together photos, I think that would take a definite lot of effort. So I commend all the photographers out there. You must do some pretty amazing work to get the photos that you do get. So yeah, I want to thank Troy for his time tonight. He obviously did that off his own bat. He just said, do you want to come out? Got a bit of an idea. Let's go try and test the area out. So bring the car down, and yeah, thanks for his time. Thanks for your time, Troy. I'll chuck his link to his page. I think he's got a Facebook page, a web page, and Instagram. I'll chuck one of them or all three of them in the description below. You can have a look at that. Check out his work. He does some amazing stuff, especially cars. That's what he does. But he does some really cool work. So check that out, guys, if you've got a minute. Highly recommend him as well if you ever want anything done. Tell him Alex sent you. It's late. I'm calling it. I hope you enjoyed it. So as always, guys, thanks for watching.